दो बातें क्या है कि इन अ फैमिली कंसल्टेशन you should take the horoscope of all family members and you should find a common trait. You will see that a house, planet, Rashi is repeating. Rashi repeating between, for the slow planets, repetition of Rashi between the couple, between the parent is very common, right? Generally, the couple will have Saturn in the same Rashi, etc. Generally, they are of the same age, but it does not happen every time, right? A planet in a particular house, a planet in a particular Rashi, a planet in a particular condition is repeated in horoscope. So what is repeated in the horoscope of all the family members, and all the family members is parents and child, is your family. Parent and child make the family, so your grandparents and your siblings don't come in your family. Once you get married and you have your children, your parents don't come into your family. This you have to keep in mind. But because we are talking of the shared karma, and this shared karma we are talking with respect to the birth, then your parents and you, common trait, and sibling is also included, right? So parent and child, that is you and sibling. In the horoscope of them, you will see what is repetitive pattern. And whatever is repetitive pattern, that is the culminative karma, I should say. This is why, this is what you should do with each other. Like, do with each other as in, you see, I will explain it. Like, because of the children, parents come out of a difficult situation, right? So that you do with your parents, right? Take them out of a financial difficulty or a bad situation or a health problem, etc. This indicates the common karma, right? So this is the point. Common culminative karma. The repeated pattern planet you have to see. Particularly people who have a retrograde planet in kendras of their horoscope or connected to fourth house or ninth house have major karma related to their parents. Fourth for the mother, ninth for the father. And kendra generally they have pending karma related to all in family. This point is important, right? Retrograde planet indicate you are born in the same family. This point is very important. You are being born in the same family is important point, right? People who have retrograde planet and people who have retrograde planet connected to 5th house in male, 9th house in female have major karma related to their children. Retrograde planet in kendras indicate that the person is born in the same family. So this person have karma share, have a shared karma with his parents and other ancestors. So some wishes and desires parents and other ancestors have, which he will fulfill, and that wishes and desires will be indicated by the planet. So you will take the natural signification of the planet, but you will never forget the house lordship. For example, if you have a retrograde Jupiter in Kendras, and that Jupiter happens to be the sixth lord, then everyone in the family member elder than you, right? Because this is your lineage, right? So people before you, not after you, right? So not your spouse or child, but all the family members before you will do a lot of karma with respect to their health. Generally, such people, you will say anyone will fall ill, they will come to your home and taking care of them will become your responsibility. Because it is sixth lord Jupiter retrograde in the Kendra, right? Jupiter is fortune also. So you will help many of your family member by finances, etc. So retrograde planet should be very carefully judged. If there is a retrograde planet in Kendra, then based on the house lordship and natural signification of the planet, this major karma is there. House lordship, natural significator. Okay, two things. If the planet is connected to fourth house or ninth house, then that is the major karma related to mother or father respectively. If connected to fifth house or ninth house, then the major karma is related to fifth house child in the male horoscope and ninth house child in the female horoscope. major karma related to child, that once again should be decided with house lordship and significatorship itself. So for example, in a particular horoscope where a retrograde Saturn is connected to 5th house, then because Saturn indicates hard work, misery, etc., you will have to suffer through a lot of miseries for your child. There's generally such people generally such people have to compromise a lot of things because of the child and all. Right. In one such case, the person had to suffer a lot of humiliation just to make sure that the marital life of their child remains good and all. So different type of stories based on the Rashi, house lordship, etc. You will be able to understand it. If you are not able to understand it, you should seriously consider studying serious Jyotish. And this part I will put on YouTube. So the same way I am making almost the whole class I will put on YouTube. So this way इसलिए मैं ऐसी बातें कर रहा हूँ जो कि मैं जनरली क्लास में नहीं करता हूँ, क्योंकि आप लोग तो जानते ही हैं इसमें क्या बताना बार बार. राइट, एक तो ये पॉइंट हुआ.
Sir, इसमें एक question. Sir, let's say retrograde Jupiter in the Lagna itself. It's a karma. It's a 10th from 4th and 5th from the 9th. So जो भी किया है माँ बाप ने एक जैसा कर दिया है, हम क्या बोलेंगे?
Absolutely. So the person have karma with children also and karma with parents also, and so karma related to all of them it is there. Abhi आप what you will take as ascendant?
Anything, Cancer or Capricorn. So in that way it would be
Cancer or Capricorn. हाँ ठीक है. So if Capricorn is the ascendant, so it is debilitated also. So you have karma related to family members of yours because it is Kendra. So parents, grandparents, and because it is connected to 5th house also or 9th house also, so related to children as well. And because the planet is debilitated while doing the karma, fulfilling the karma that is there will be a lot of difficulties also. It is not done very easily. So you will serve them, they will abuse you, but still you have to. Now for Capricorn ascendant, it is 12th lord and 3rd lord. So because of 12th lord, for any loss, etc., that they will have, you will have to console them and fulfill the loss as well, right, on your own expense. And because of 3rd, you have to be tensed for them, and you have to do hard work for them, and you have to do activity for them while being abused also because of debilitation. Cancer ascendant, it will become the lord of 9th house and 6th house. So being the 9th lord, you will have to do the religious activities, etc., for them. Have to bring them fortune, have to give them good advice, and 6th lord, you have to serve them in the disease, etc. But because this is exalted, they will be grateful of this, and because of this, you will also get something in inheritance and all. The proper reward is also there because it is exalted this way.
And one more thing, you said child will get the inheritance, but whether child should take the inheritance or not, that how we will see. My parents are giving me something, but if they'll give me like say property, but if my property lord is badly placed, what will I do with that property?
तो शरीफ लोग ही ऐसा सोचते हैं कि ले कि ना ले, वैसे तो आदमी से लेना मिल रहा है तो लेना ही चाहिए. ठीक है,
सर अभी इतना ज्योतिष पढ़ने के बाद तो सोचना पड़ता है.
देखिए, आई तो बिलीव कि if the happiness from parent is indicated and a 9th lord, 4th lord is good, then to should be taken. If the 9th lord or 4th lord is not good, then happiness from parent is not indicated. In that case, if you take that property and all, then it will be the reason of some problem. So either it will lead to some litigation, etc., that will be present there, you don't know, or later on living in the property, using the property is not going to be good for you. So in that case, it is better to deny, because it is going to be more problem. Jhanjati padega. That is one thing. Also, see, inheritance is 10th house as well. So 10th house, 10th lord is bad. Then also I believe should not take, because 10th house also indicate hard work, right? So if the 10th lord is weak or badly afflicted, then anything that you get without doing hard work is not appreciable. The more such things you have with yourself, more problem it will become. I to say your 10th lord is bad, don't take gifts. If you take gift, don't use it. everything you should do it by yourself, right? Dig the well, take the water. Don't take water from someone's well, right? Because that is, weak 10th lord, and you are not doing hard work, so you are making it more weak. So even if you have things easily, don't use it. Only use the things that you earn from your hard work, right? So the 10th house becomes more and more powerful, right? So you put your bodily energy that God have freely given you into the house, so that the house becomes powerful. ये हमको करना चाहिए. Anytime you can make a prashna and see from the prashna, right? If the 11th house goes under malefic influence, then this should not be taken, because they can also give you a lot of other things as well, which is not seen from the horoscope, property, etc. So you can see from the horoscope. But regarding other things or anything, anyone is giving you some gift, some offer, something, make a prashna 11th house is under malefic influence, don't take it.
सर एक और सिनेरियो है
जी, जी.
in which I've seen, I don't know whether it is how much relative or not.
जी.
Let's say the parents have diabetes, sugar, many issues. Kids, till the time parents are alive, kids doesn't have anything. But the moment they die, suddenly within a year, that person is having all the diseases of which parents had.
देखिए,
So
disease combination is either being made from the 6th house or 8th house. If being made from the 6th house, you get the hereditary disease while parents are alive. If connected to 8th house, then they die and their death activates it. And post that, you start getting the problem.
6th and 8th, okay. Thank you, sir.
एक तो retrograde planet indicates a strong family karma. Apart from that, repeated pattern. With respect to this repeated pattern, see, either it can be a planetary condition that is getting repeated. See, I will tell you one point. Generally, people who are connected by family, our siblings, parents, etc., they will have common influences over ascendant or moon. Generally, you will see that ascendant of one sibling is moon sign of another sibling, moon sign of one sibling is ascendant of another sibling. So such traits you will see in the horoscope of parents, etc. So 1st and 7th house is important. Planet influencing the 1st house and 7th house generally remains common, and this planet should be seriously studied. Generally, you will see in the horoscope of siblings influence of sibling parents influence of Saturn, Mars, Sun, Moon, etc. Planet is repeating over the 1st house and 7th house. This repeating planet should be noticed. So first of all, planetary condition. You say all the family members have Saturn retrograde, all the family members have Jupiter exalted or own Rashi, etc., etc. So whichever the planet is, that planet have a natural signification. Because the planet is common, you take the natural signification of the planet. And because of the natural signification is the shared karma. So if all family members have good Jupiter, it is spirituality. Spirituality is what binds them. So generally, these people should be initiated to the same guru, should have the same Ishta Devata, or should be the family sevadars, etc. of some religious organization and all. If Saturn is, say, retrograde in all the horoscopes, if Saturn is the connection, the natural signification of Saturn is disease. In this case, you will see generally that parents and the child have same type of disease, same type of lifestyle, same type of profession, etc. I believe planetary significations you know well. So based on the planetary signification, whichever planet is having the common trait, that common trait should be followed. ये एक बात हो गई. Another point is राशि. देखिए राशि you know that there is something known as एक नक्षत्र जनन दोषम. So if the parents, see, couple born in the same ascendant, same moon sign is a flaw in matchmaking, which indicates that the couple is more like friends, less like couples. So friendship is more prominent. Two children having this being born in the same nakshatra, generally it is referring to the nakshatra of moon, but the nakshatra of ascendant also I have seen works well. In fact, So say both children are born in with moon in Jyeshtha or ascendant in Jyeshtha will be ek nakshatra janan dosham. Or one have ascendant in Jyeshtha and moon in Revati. Another person have ascendant in Revati, moon in Jyeshtha. That also, according to my research, qualifies for ek nakshatra janan dosham. Pehle to kya hua? I have talked about ek nakshatra janan dosham on YouTube. Everyone started knowing it. But my friend, my name is Shubham Alock. I have 10 researches also. Every time I will talk a new research, I will put. You can just copy the difference point. Whatever. All of this comes into ek nakshatra janan dosham, being born in the same nakshatra, and such people who are being born in the same nakshatra, they live together, they don't succeed. Separate as soon as possible. Regarding the couple, they have the same nakshatra, you know that it is more like a friendship, less like a marriage, that is there. But if you share the same nakshatra with your mother, father, or sibling, as long as you live together, you don't progress. You separate, you progress. Right? So it is better that one should live at some other place, another person should live at some other place. Some people start thinking, sir, I cannot live separated from my sibling, from my mother, or from my father, etc. Then is there any remedy for it? Absolutely no. This is the only remedy, which is also very easy to do. So either you leave your moha, which will be better translated as delusion, or suffer the bad result, right? There is no other way out of it, because the remedy itself is very simple, right? If the child is very young, you are the parent, you still want good for them. See, the success is problem. So up to 15, 16, 17 years, success is not a concern. So up to 15, 16, 17 years, absolutely you can live with them. There is no problem. Now you also want your child to come first in school, and you know that you have ek nakshatra janan dosham, put him into hostel. If you cannot do that, be happy with whatever he is doing. आपको मतलब बछेंद्री पाल भी बनाना है, फिर उससे मोह भी रखना है, तो कैसे चलेगा ना? ऐसा तो नहीं होता ना काम, गड़बड़ मामला है. So this seems to be problem. This highlights the repetitive pattern importance also. This is one of the major birth blemish, as classically told. So what I was saying, that planet in a Rashi, if it is repeating, then based on that Rashi, see, Rashi is a condition. Rashi does indicate a condition, right? For example, Aries is a ram. The problem with ram is a living situation. The ram of Aries lives in hill, which is not a good place for ram to live, right? Ram should live in fertile grounds. He's living in a mountain hill. Situation of ram is problematic. The situation of Taurus bull is that bull is always put into work. No one have a pet bull just because they love the bull. So you have a dog because you love a dog. You have a cat because you love a cat. Because people don't have bull because they love a bull. They have a bull for some or the other purpose. खेती कराएंगे, किसानी कराएंगे, चमड़ा निकाल लेंगे, प्यार करो उससे, मतलब ही नहीं है, प्यार नहीं कर रहे आप उसको. So problem with Taurus is that no one loves you. People are around you, they like you because you are of some use to them. Gemini, there is one thing with the Gemini. The boy of Gemini have mace, want to play with that mace, and the girl of Gemini want to play the harp. So fundamental difference in their situation, you see. The problem with crab, all these animals, extraterrestrial animals who can live on different circumstances, that is both Cancer and Scorpio. The problem that they have is that they have to accommodate to different circumstances. No circumstance is permanent for them. You see, the crab lives in hole around beaches. They dig hole around the beaches. Sometimes it is swept by water. Sometimes the water is out. So they have to change their place often to accommodate themselves, right? So this Cancer and Scorpio is more or less like a misfit person who is not very happy with the circumstances they are in. And they have to constantly change themselves to fit into the circumstances, to fit into the scenario, right? Whatever they are having. This is the problem with them. With Leo, it is okay. But Leo to live, they have to make a lot of compromise. Lions sometimes have to accommodate 2 male lions in the group also. So the thing with Leo is they want to rule and they will rule also. But for this rule and for the happiness, lot of compromise. Leo people, you will see, for the fulfillment of wishes and desires, compromise is the key. They are initially resistant to compromise, but eventually they understand that खून का घूंट पिए बिना तो कुछ भी जीवन में नहीं होने वाला है. The problem with respect to Virgo is that there is no one to help. The Virgo lady is on a boat in a marshy land with no one to no one to pull the boat. In one hand, she is having fire, which if she will drop, the boat will burn. In another hand, she is having a grain that is needed for her. So basically, this Virgo lady is quite helpless lady. So Virgo, the problem with Virgo is it is helpless, right? Not because of some other person, because of themselves only. But they are helpless. The reality is that they are helpless. Reasons can be many, right? They need someone. They need a good person, a good sibling, a good parent, a good spouse for their benefit. But the irony is they never get a person who is good as per their standards. As per their standards is the point. Libra, the thing with respect to Libra is balance. See, Libra, the problem with Libra is it want to balance the scale. That apparently they can never do. Libra person, very balance focused. They want to love all and do good to all. They want to make a pant one size which fits all. Fits all. The problem. Scorpio also, the thing with respect to Scorpio is that Scorpio is basically a loner who wants to live alone. But he is not in a situation where he can be alone. So Scorpio does well by living alone, but he's afraid of living alone, and people around them also. The life is in a nexus that they cannot be alone. So they want something that they can admire being alone that they cannot have. Is the problem. The problem with respect to Sagittarius, see, what is the problem in Sagittarius? Sagittarius is very focused, very good, very brilliant. But the person is very much attached to the horse. The person is not riding the horse. It is one with the horse. It's not like Virgo is riding the boat. He's one with the horse, right? So when the sages saw the imagery of the Sagittarius, why did not they say men seated on a horse? They said men one with the horse. He can be a very good archer. He have bow and arrow and everything, but he just cannot, go, jump out of the horse. So this Sagittarius is very successful. Sagittarius is very good. But whatever circumstances, etc., they are in, they cannot make any change to it. It is fixed. Any change to it you make, and the magic formula is gone. So for Sagittarius, it does not matter whether you like it or not. It's the only thing that works. So either you go this way or no way. That's the problem. Sagittarius people, you will often see that they have a situation in life. They're like, if it is not broken, it is fine. Just don't touch it. You will touch it, it will break. That's the problem. The problem related to Capricorn. See, Capricorn, the problem is multiple personality disorder. Capricorn, someone is saying it has the face of a deer. Someone is saying it is a face of an elephant. Someone is saying it is the second half of the body of a crocodile. Someone will say it is second half body of a shark. What's the problem? It is a deer, it is a shark, it is an elephant, it is a crocodile. What it is? It is all the things. All pervasive. Eternity, right? The Nakshatra Shravan comes there. Shravan is Vishnu. They also want to become Vishnu. So Capricorn people, they are like, sir, I am having experience of 60 years in life. One sentence at 8:05. You're talking to them, right? From 8 to 9 p.m. You're talking to them. 8:05, you're saying, sir, I have a lot of experience, sir. I am 60 years old, you say. I am telling from my experience. 8:05. 8:15, sir, I am young like a 14 years old boy. Defying biology. So you decide, no, you are old, experienced, or you're 14-year-old boy, immature. But multiple personality they are. The point is that, these people want to control everything. They want to go their own way, and even if they are unsuccessful, they want to continue the same way. Okay? They want to get something from you, but don't want to recognize that I want to get something from you. Capricorn people who master this are very successful. But who don't master it, they just want to be present in all the places, be all the people. They're like, I am your friend, I am your philosopher, I am your guide, I am your parent, I am your teacher, I am everything. I am your father, very disciplined, but treat me like a friend. So don't be disciplined. But I am disciplined also, and I am friend also. And so that's the problem with Capricorn, right? They want to do everything, control everything, be present everywhere, all pervasive. Vishnu they want to become, they cannot become. The problem with Aquarius is dearth of resource. I always wonder on Aquarius that why this man is having a pot. First of all, traditionally it is, in Hinduism you will see woman should have the pot. of water and women should carry the water, but here the man is carrying the pot. So apparently it seems like there is no one to help him. The same situation like Virgo it have. And secondarily, why there is no readily water source available around him. People make homes which is near the water body. Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, all of that is near water body. All the big cities, all the big ancient cities, etc., is near a water body. Right? Thames, etc., all of this river, right? This is where the civilizations have grown up. Right? All the major cities. Why Banaras is Banaras? Because it is on the banks of Ganga. Why Delhi is Delhi? Because it is on the banks of Yamuna. You see Yamuna Nagar and all of these places on the bank of the river, you will find the oldest cities. People live around water. God knows why this person is living in a desert. Have everyone gone away and he's left behind? He don't have resources. He don't have a support. So everything in Aquarius is difficult. What people can get easily, you cannot get easily, and you have no one to help, and you have to do everything alone. Understand this. This understanding will lead you to good circumstances. With respect to Pisces, see the Pisces, the problem with Pisces is repetition. The fish of the mouth of the fish and the tail of the fish makes an image like infinity. So things just keep on repeating. You see, things don't change. So you see, what happens with Pisces, sir? I did business with this friend of mine, best friend, he cheated me. I did business with this second friend of mine, he cheated me. Third friend of mine, he cheated me. Fourth friend of mine, he cheated me. Why is this so? Because you're full. You did not understand 4 times also not do business with friends. This time you're asking, can I do business with this friend? The same things keep on repeating in their life. And they sadly don't. The learning from experience of Jupiter happens well in Sagittarius. The experience starts in Pisces. In Sagittarius, he learns okay by experience. So this is the basic thing related to the Rashis I have told. Though this is a area where deep exploration can also be made, but basic, like basically contemplating on the Rashis, this you get. Though more and more contemplation you can also find out, right? So when the Rashi is repeating, same Rashi in the ascendant, same Rashi in the moon sign, or in the family, out of 6 members, 3 have ascendant in the same sign, 3 have moon in the same sign. When the Rashi is repeating, the circumstance repeats. Generally, when you see mother have an abusive partner, daughter also have an abusive partner. Mother is forsaken by partner, father is also forsaken by partner. Father is twice married, son is also twice married. You will see Rashi repetition is there. And because of this Rashi repetition, same circumstances occur into the parents, and parents, despite being there, are not able to save it. Child, despite knowing this, is not able to avoid. Repeated karma is there. Right. Third thing with respect to house, as I told you, generally in the horoscope of family members, they are family members because they have common influence. So why I believe that the horoscope shared on 20th is the same horoscope, my belief comes from the fact that if this is horoscope of the father, then you will see ascendant Saturn is aspecting, Mars is aspecting. Ascendant Lord is Mars, who is with Moon, Jupiter, Rahu. In the horoscope of child, you see Mars in the 7th house aspecting the ascendant. So this Mars is common. Mars is influencing the ascendant there. Mars is influencing the ascendant here. So Mars should be the common karma. By this, I am convinced by the point that it can be father-child horoscope also, or mother-child horoscope, or whatever, connected to each other in some manner. Family connection, the connected to each other in some manner is not like you are my friend, as in not like that. Strong connection. This planet who is repeating, this planet indicates the common karma that you have to do. For example, repeating Jupiter in 7th house generally indicates worship of the same type of deity, or the person being guru, bhais, etc. in past life, pursuing the same spiritual path, etc. in the previous life, right? Having good, like if you have good respect towards your guru or your guru bhai, generally you will share a parent-child relationship with them in the next life also. A relationship which is made out of respect and all. And you will see that this respect is very highlighted in their life. Whenever Jupiter is repeating in the horoscope, in the houses, etc., then you see there's very respectful relationship is there. right? They comes to each other rescue, their advice works for each other. All the natural Jupiter traits, as I told you with respect to planet earlier. Jupiter indicate education, etc. But the difference between repetition of the planetary condition that we have discussed earlier and the repetition of the house condition that we are discussing right now. For example, if all in the family have a retrograde Jupiter, it is the same thing, respectful relationship and bringing fortune to each other and all, right? Guiding each other in difficult times and all comes as a common trait. But in this house, there is also some unfinished thing related to the planet. For example, when Jupiter is the repetitive planet, there is generally a temple, a family temple, which is not being taken care of, or a family religious activity which is long distorted or which is not practiced, which brings problem to everyone's life, which when revived brings relief to everyone's life. For example, say if that is Mars, so the common trait of Mars is there. So all the family members have the same type of approach, same type of anger, same type of zeal, does the same type of activity. Mars particularly because Mars is commander in chief indicates the position. So the family members are almost in the same position. Everyone is in government job, everyone is IAS, everyone is IPS kind of a setup. Everyone is into business, everyone is in the business of clothes, etc. Only family businesses. Generally, you will see Mars is the repeating factor in their horoscopes, right? So all of them are into the same business, generally work together, have the same type of setup, have the same type of partners and all, right? People who have repetitive Mars repeating influence, 3 siblings born in the same month, they have their spouses born in the same month. Okay. Right. But apart from that, what does Mars indicate? Mars also indicate wounds, etc. So in this scenario, there is same type of diseases also you see in the family. Same type of health problems also you see in the family. Same type of accidental issue, etc. you also see in the family. Disease, wound, etc. is indicated by Mars. Right. So that some unfinished karma related to the planet, some repetitive karma related to the planet you see with respect to house that you don't see with respect to the planetary condition. In planetary condition, you only see the traits, not the karma. Here you see the karma. So it is very important to find the common planetary influence based on the house, as we have just discussed, illustrated, whatever you say. ठीक हुआ? Though I wanted to teach this much only, but one extra thing, let's understand. What is the importance of nakshatra in understanding? देखिए, for me, more important than predictive astrology is developing the understanding of how, why this is being made. Prediction is the very simple task. Prediction, multiple methods are there to predict. Palmistry, numerology, this, that, tarot. Prediction is easy task. But the speciality with Vedic Jyotish is the philosophy. Understanding that you have to understand. Now you see, let's notice something. Magha is ruled by Pitrus. The ruler of Purva Falguni and the ruler of Uttara Falguni nakshatras are also the lord of ancestors, king of ancestors. There is something specific into it, and this covers the complete of Leo. This covers the complete of Leo. So these four factors become very important: Magha, Purva Falguni, Uttara Falguni, and Leo. With respect to Leo, because Leo is a Rashi, it is a reference point. So first of all, let's understand one thing, that the horoscope where Leo is afflicted, when a Rashi will be afflicted, Rashi will be afflicted by the Lord being weak, debilitated, combust, etc. Particularly when the Rashi is influenced by malefic planets only. That malefic planet should not be in a good situation. Malefic planet in good situation ceases to remain a malefic, or when it is influenced by inimical planet. By inimical planet, I am saying Venus in Leo, Saturn in Leo, Mercury in Leo, etc. In this case, Leo is afflicted, Leo indicating ancestors. Because we are talking of family karma, it indicates bad family karma, and because Leo is the Rashi, it indicates situation. It indicates a bad situation which you get because of family. There are people who have to repay the loan of their parents. There are people who become responsible for the condition of their parents, etc. This is all a signification of an afflicted weak Leo. Good Leo, So you inherit a lot of things from your parents. This you have to understand. Most importantly, because Leo is a reference point, all the planets situated in 8th and 12th to Leo, 12th to Leo, which happens to be Cancer, and 8th to Leo, which happens to be Pisces. Right? Malefic situated in Kendra to Leo. Malefic situated in Kendra to Leo, as in malefic situated in Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. Malefic situated in Trine to Leo, as in malefic situated in Sagittarius and Aries. And benefic situated in Libra, 3, 6, 10, 11, 3, 6, and like 3, 6 only. 3rd and 6th house, right? So Libra and Capricorn, benefic situated in Libra and Capricorn. These planets are not well situated from Leo. Not well situated from Leo means because Leo indicates ancestors. These are the things which your ancestors is either not giving you or not helping you in. Right? Or they cannot help you because of one reason or the other. So say if Venus or 7th Lord is there, Venus being a benefic will be bad in 3rd and 6th from Leo, that is Libra Capricorn. Venus and Libra Capricorn. So if Venus happens to be in Libra Capricorn or Pisces or Cancer, then generally you will see that parents have a bad marital life. So they cannot help you in your marital life because their marital life is bad. Bad person to take advice from. Right? They cannot help you in your marital life in some way or the other, right? Because their approach is not very good. In fact, they sometimes can create problem in your marital life also. If the Venus is not well situated, always understand the point. If the Rashi becomes good, things become good. So Venus going into Pisces will be an exalted Venus. So it's not more of a problem. So Venus in Pisces, still you will say that parents don't have a good marital life, but they disturb your marriage is not the point. But otherwise, Venus in Cancer, Capricorn, because Libra also it will be good. Venus in Cancer, Capricorn, absolutely. Parents will have a bad marital life, so they are not a good person to give advice. And apart from that, they can disturb your marital life also. So I will not say stay away from them, though that is what I say. But okay, if you cannot stay away from them, then also please exercise discrimination in whatever you are following, etc. Like I am not saying not to be devoted to your parents. Be devoted to your parents, but don't be blind devoted to anyone. So like as a what I have understood that as a human, as per the Vedic Dharma, you have to follow dharma always, right? So it's not like you always follow your parents and always do bad with your spouse, right? Do dharma to both is the purpose. Dharma is difficult. धर्म तो मुश्किल है. इसमें कौन बोला आसान है? मैंने भी कभी नहीं बोला ज्योतिष आसान है. धर्म ने भी कभी नहीं कहा धर्म इजी है, आसान है. नहीं है. इसमें क्या दुख है? With respect to Magha, Purva, Falguni, Uttara, Falguni, important point is that you have to see malefic influence over it. Malefic influence over Magha, Purva, Falguni, Uttara, Falguni. That malefic influence you will see with respect to Sarvadabhadra. So this is quite an easier task. I am just opening a new avenue related to Nakshatra analysis in this class. In a remaining class of Bhrigu, what I will do, what I have decided that I will give you all the 27 nakshatras we will see particularly with respect to karma. So what is the karmic implication of all the 27 nakshatras, planet in the 27 nakshatras, affliction of the 27 nakshatras, so on and so forth. So one point of it I am opening right now. Other point we will discuss. Maje ki baat hai. So Sarvadabhadra, there is 3 type of Vedas: frontal, left, right. Because the calculation is in this order: Kritika, Rohini, Mrigashira, Adra, etc. This is the left. This is the right direction. Okay. This is the order, right? So right direction. So at any point, right, we are looking at Uttara Falguni, Purva Falguni, and Magha. If this happens to be the front, as in if you're standing here, this will be your front, right? And this will be your left hand. So this will be the left side, and this will be your right hand, right? So this will be the right side. So if you are standing on Magha facing Ashwini, what will happen? Simple calculation. So three direction Veda is there. Frontal Veda will be on Bharani, right Veda will be on Asresha, and left Veda will be on Shravan. Purva Falguni, frontal Veda on Ashwini, right Veda on Pushya, left Veda on Abhijit. But Abhijit will not come into the zodiac, so you can take Uttarashada, but Abhijit will also come. Uttara Falguni, frontal Veda in Revati, behind the Veda comes into Punarvasu, and left the Veda comes into Uttarashada. So basically you understand Revati, Ashwini, Bharani, it will come Revati into Pisces, Ashwini, Bharani into Aries, so it distributes into 2 Rashis. Uttara Falguni, Purva Falguni, Magha, as you know, comes complete into Leo. Punarvasu, Pushya, Asresha, Punarvasu goes little bit into Gemini also. Otherwise, Pushya, Asresha is full into Cancer. And Shravan, Abhijit, Uttarashada, Shravan, Abhijit comes completely into Capricorn, but Uttarashada is a little bit into Sagittarius as well. What you have to see, the planet afflicting the nakshatras, malefic. Malefic situated in these nakshatras will be afflicting the nakshatras. So malefic in Revati, Ashwini, Bharani will be afflicting Uttara Falguni, Purva Falguni, Magha with frontal aspect. So malefic in Revati, Ashwini, Bharani, Revati in malefic in Punarvasu, Asresha, malefic in Magha, Purva Falguni, Uttara Falguni, malefic in Uttarashada, Abhijit, Shravan. This malefic, because it is a malefic planet. And why malefic planet is a bad planet? Why he is a malefic? Because of the nature, natural signification. So these are the things, because see, nakshatras indicate nakshatra, non-destructible karma, right? Nachatihi. Right. So this is that non-destructible or cruel karma that you have done with your parents in the previous life, you may say. Because of that, the native will suffer the same consequences, right? The planet who indicates the karma also indicates the consequences. As we have seen with Bhrigu, in this Bhrigu Karma Vipak over and over again, that if you do bad with your wife, if you beat your wife, etc., what will happen? Childlessness, loss of wife, etc., or getting the same wife in this life, but the wife is now cruel because last life you did bad to her, right? So the same planet, if you say that Venus afflicted indicate you have beaten your wife or abused your wife, so this afflicted Venus in this life will indicate low sperm count, difficulty in childbirth, and the same karma, right? So the same planet indicate both the things. This we have to understand. So a nakshatra is afflicted when it is occupied by malefic. A nakshatra is afflicted when it is 212 from malefic. So if you take this horoscope, it is only Mars who is afflicting. Rest because Rahu is in Kritika, Bharani is in 12th to Rahu, so Rahu is also afflicting, that's all. Sun is in Dhanishta, and 12th to Sun will be Shravan, so Sun will be afflicting Shravan also. So 3 planets are there. Malefic, Mars, Sun, and Rahu. So you can say that because of Rahu, some cheating to the parents have happened. Because of Sun, because Sun indicates ego authority, proper authority was not given to the parents. And Mars, because it indicates aggression, etc., aggression to parents, etc., is there. And the person have been aggressive to parents, etc. This you can say. Right? Though this being the horoscope of Ramakrishna, this is the dubious point. This cannot be the case because Ramakrishna is Ramakrishna, but that's another point, right? This should be your interpretation. Are we very clear? So one very important thing is that when we are looking at nakshatras, nakshatras connect to each other. And the most important thing with respect to nakshatra is that the most important thing in nakshatra analysis, as in the most important thing in Rashi analysis, is that Rashi leads to the power of planet. Rashi makes the planet to be exalted, etc. With respect to Bhava, the speciality of Bhava is that all the Jyotish is any question you will have, you will break it down to the Bhava, right? That the question the person is asking, it relates to which house, and analysis is eventually of the house. Analysis is never of the Rashi. And with respect to planet, the thing is that the connections are made by planet only, right? Because one house cannot sit in another house. Rashi cannot sit with another Rashi. Planet can make the connection. So speciality of planet is it can make the connection. Speciality of Bhava is that Jyotish is Bhava only. Speciality of Rashi is that Rashi only can lead to the maximum good or bad condition of the planet. The speciality of Nakshatra is that Nakshatra makes a visible orbit in the horoscope that you cannot see. But it makes that. And that it makes particularly with respect to Sarvatobhadra. That's why Sarvatobhadra is told as Trailokya Prakashak, the one which lights all the 3 worlds, heaven, hell, and earth also. It makes a hidden nexus. How a planet situated in one Rashi just influences another Rashi. Otherwise, see, Cancer, Leo being 212 to each other, you will never know that a planet in Cancer also influences the Leo until and unless you look at the Veda of the nakshatras which is falling in Leo. Once you look at the Veda of the nakshatras falling in Leo, you quickly find that, oh, Cancer is also influencing Leo very in depth, which does not happen. Any planet situated in Cancer will not be able to aspect planet in Leo because they're 212. Pisces also influences the Leo. Pisces is 6-8 to Leo. Aries also influences Leo. Aries is 5-9 to Leo. Only Jupiter in Aries will be able to aspect Leo. Right. Planet in Capricorn will not be able to aspect Leo. Only Mars and Capricorn will be able to aspect Leo by its aspect. But they have an inherent connection. How do you know that inherent connection? This inherent connection you know by Sarvatobhadra. So that's why when you sometimes I say that planet situated in Cancer is like situated in Aries. Also, there is a lot of debate that I say that planet in Cancer, planet in Scorpio and Capricorn Navamsh are not considered in horoscope. And people are asking logic. What is the logic? You know Jyotish, no? You see Jyotish. The same thing. I have also said that, consider Aries, consider Cancer and Leo, both the Rashis to be owned by Sun and Moon both. Or planet situated in Cancer, treat it as situated in Leo itself. But why so? Why the such statement is made? This is the reason. But nakshatras, with respect to nakshatras, I will connect. We will cover nakshatras more deeply, and I will connect nakshatras with respect to karmas in one class. So exclusive full 2.5 hours, we will do on nakshatra karma only. That we will do today. The purpose was family karma. I believe that is extremely clear. Some more things can also be there into this, but overall, this is a good setup, right? So by this, almost all the karmas you will say.